Welcome all of you. Today's topic is ecology and ecosystem. Let's move on to the introduction of ecology. The word ecology is derived from the Greek word oikos and logos. Oikos simply means house or habitat of the living organism and logos means the study of. So ecology can be defined as the study of interrelationship of different organisms with each other and with their environment is called as ecology. See what are the objectives of ecological studies. It is very important for we human beings to understand our environment because we have the ability to modify the environment through use of technology, and also we can overexploit the environment due to our greed. So it is very important to understand how our activities or how our use of technology is impacting the environment in the negative way. It also helps to study the evolutionary development of organisms, the biological productivity, and energy flow in the natural system. It helps to develop various mathematical models to relate interaction of parameters and to predict their effect. Now, ecology can be classified on various backgrounds. First is based on the study area. Ecology is classified into two, that is auticology and synecology. So auticology is basically the study of individual species of organism in its population. So it deals with just individual species. The ecologists study the behavior and the adaptation of particular species in that particular environmental condition at every stage of life of that individual species. It is also called as species ecology as it is related to just one species in that environment. Second is synecology. It deals with the study of the communities, their composition and the behavior, and what is the relation with the environment. It is also called as ecology of communities. This synecology is further divided into three, that is population ecology, community ecology, and ecosystem ecology. So basically auticology deals with only individual species and synecology deals with the community of the species. Further, ecology can be classified based on environment and habitat. So it is again divided into two types, that is aquatic ecology and terrestrial ecology. So let us see first what is aquatic ecology. So it is the study of organism and their interaction in the water bodies. So in that there are two types again, that is marine water ecology and freshwater ecology. Marine water ecology comprises of oceans, deep sea and estuaries. Freshwater ecology again is having two types, lotic that is running water ecology and lantic that is standing water ecology. Next is terrestrial ecology. It is the study of organisms' interaction on the land. It comprises of grassland ecology, forest ecology and desert ecology. Now, ecology can also be classified based on the advancement in the field of ecology. The classification is as follows: productive ecology, population ecology, community ecology, ecosystem ecology, microbial ecology, radiation ecology, pollution ecology, and space ecology. So this way ecology can be classified based on the area of study, based on the habitat or environment, and based on the advancement in the field of ecology. Let's see what is ecosystem. In my earlier videos, I have already covered what is ecosystem. So ecosystem can be defined as the system resulting from the interaction of all the living and non-living factors of the environment. So simply ecosystem is whatever around us, surrounding us, and how the interaction takes place between the living and non-living things. Let's see what are the types of ecosystem. Majorly ecosystems are of two types, that is natural ecosystem and artificial ecosystem. Let us go in deep one by one. So natural ecosystem means they operate under natural condition and there is no major interference of human beings. It comprises of terrestrial ecosystem and aquatic ecosystem. So terrestrial ecosystem deals with the land like forest ecosystem, grassland ecosystem, desert ecosystem, An aquatic ecosystem is related to the water bodies, for example fresh water bodies and marine water bodies. Then second is artificial or man engineered ecosystem. These are maintained artificially by the man, whereby addition of energy and planned manipulation natural balance is disturbed regularly. For example, your cropland ecosystem is an example of artificial ecosystem. Let us move to the components of ecosystem. So ecosystem is majorly divided into two components, that is abiotic components and biotic components. Abiotic components means non-living things, non-living components. They are further divided as climatic factors and edaphic factors. So climatic factors like rain, light, wind, temperature, and edaphic factors like soil, pH, minerals and topography. This was about abiotic factors or non-living factors. Second, when we talk about biotic components of ecosystem, they are divided as producers, consumers and decomposers. Further, the consumers can be classified as primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer and quaternary consumers. We will see one by one what does it mean. Let's talk about the abiotic components. So all the chemical and physical components such as water, air, soil, solar energy are the part of abiotic components. Now this abiotic components influences the living organism in the environment. For example, the scarcity or over availability of some components such as water, such as nutrients, soil, etc. can affect the living of the organism or the population at the certain level. As earlier said, abiotic components are of two types, that are climatic factors and edaphic factors. Nextly, we will talk about the biotic factors. All the living things that directly or indirectly affect the ecosystem comes under the biotic factors. The major biological components of ecosystems are producers, consumers and decomposers. Let's see one by one. So producers make their own food using the sunlight. So they are also called as autotrophs or self-feeders. They are the source of all the food in an ecosystem. When we talk about the terrestrial ecosystem or on the land ecosystem, most of the producers are the green plants. In freshwater and in marine ecosystem, the algae and the plants are the major producers in these types of ecosystems. In open water, the dominant producers are phytoplanktons, which are microscopic and that float or drift in the water. Next are consumers. They are called as heterotrophs as they depend and feed on other organisms for their need of energy and nutrients. They are further classified as primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers and quaternary consumers. So primary consumers are those consumers that eat producers or plant as their source of food. They are also called as herbivores. Then secondary consumers are those which feed upon the primary consumers. Tertiary consumers depend upon the secondary consumers. These secondary and tertiary consumers are also called as carnivores. Quaternary consumers feed upon the tertiary consumers and they are not eaten by any other animal as they are apex in the food pyramid. So secondary, tertiary and quaternary consumers are termed as carnivores and primary consumers are termed as herbivores. The other part is omnivores. So they have the mixed diet that include both the plants and animals. Such animals are termed as omnivores. Last are the decomposers. So decomposers are the microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, which feed on the dead plant and animals and decomposes them and reduce them to the simpler form of matter like different nutrients, which can be taken up by different producers for the growth. So this was all about ecology and ecosystem. Thank you all of you.